So you've made the difficult choice to leave your job and start your own company. As gratifying as enterprises may be, they do include a significant amount of risk. However, if one selects the correct business idea, this risk may be managed or avoided. Everyone is unique, and what works for one person may not work for another. This highlights the critical importance of investing in the appropriate enterprise. Are you unsure which business is best for you? Do not be worried, just follow these guidelines. In this video, we will cover 10 tips for how to choose the right business for you. Make sure to watch until number 10 because it's truly unique. Number 1, choose the right field. The term business is somewhat broad, covering anything from a tiny cafe to a giant industrial plant. Your first step should be to choose a subject in which you are an expert so that you can use your talents. For instance, if you previously worked in retail for a firm that sold children's toys, you already have a sense of your target demographic, product standards, and market needs. Similarly, if you come from a hotel management experience and have relationships with competent chefs and managers, you may consider launching a hotel business. If you have a talent for painting, you might sell your work or establish a company selling printed items. Not only is this the first stage, but it is also the most critical, since your specialty will provide the groundwork for your prospective success. Thus, give it careful consideration. Additionally, ensure that the field you choose is something you love, since you will never be the greatest at something you dislike. Today, no company is without its share of hazards. Starting a business may either raise you up or tear you down, and the outcome is entirely up to you. While picking the appropriate business idea does not ensure success, it significantly increases your chances. Number 2, discuss it with the right people. Once you've recognized your abilities, seek out entrepreneurs who operate in a similar or identical sector. Even if you have sufficient knowledge and confidence in your chosen sector, a second opinion is always beneficial. Not only can speaking with the correct individuals assist you in dipping your toe in the water without jumping in, but it may also bring to light issues you hadn't considered before. Make sure that you approach the appropriate group, since it only takes one person to discourage you. Ideally, the entrepreneurs should be individuals you know or trust so that you can trust the information you acquire. Number 3, understand your ability. Now that you've gained sufficient knowledge on the subject, it's time to confront reality. New enterprises and startups are similar to infants in that they need an enormous amount of patience, food, and investment. Consider if you are equipped to deal with the pressures of your specialty. Are you prepared to absorb a few months of revenue loss from your freshly launched restaurant? Will you be willing to support a business and pay its workers even if you have few to no clients? Never overestimate your capabilities. Invest only what you can afford to lose. A drop shipping business, for example, requires less capital than a software business does. Consider future costs and be prepared to fund them before making the first investment. Number 4, evaluate the business lifestyle fit. If combining work and family life is a priority for you, avoid jobs that demand you work 60 hours per week. If you despise being confined to an office, search for enterprises that can be run remotely. Prevent burnout by matching your business concept to your lifestyle. Consider if you can pay someone to do most of the administrative work on your behalf. Consider what you like doing before launching a company and base your business around that. Consider other issues that may limit your ability to work full-time outside the house. Consider your current life situation and the direction you wish to take your company. There are 5 fundamental business models from which the majority of entrepreneurs choose. Choose the one that fits you the best. Number 5, test your idea. Before you go in, ensure that you've conducted your due research. Consider the following. Is there sufficient demand for the product or service in your market? Are you able to cover the initial costs? How will you differentiate yourself from competitors? Whatever business concept you choose to pursue, it's prudent to prepare a business plan, outlining your objectives and how you intend to accomplish them. A business plan compels you to evaluate the viability of your business idea, thus increasing your chances of success. Number 6, make sure it fits with your future goals. To begin with, I'd like to invite you to pull back from any specific ideas and spend a few moments writing out your ideal working day 5 years from now. You'd be shocked at the number of individuals who want to own a cafe but do not want to get up early, or the number of people who want location freedom but are exploring enterprises that need them to be physically present in one area. The objective of the exercise is to clear your mind of any notions you may have developed a connection to and to ask yourself, what do I really want? Create a description of your perfect workday. Are you part of a team or do you work independently? Where have you gone? Are you traveling, relocating, or working from home while the children are at school? What kind of work do you see yourself performing? Do you like to be assigned tasks to do alone, or do you prefer to conduct research or coach? What kind of activities do you picture yourself doing? Number 7, keep it simple. The more complicated a business, the higher the likelihood that it will fail due to the fact that it is more difficult. Complexity introduces more points of failure. When you're imagining your ideal company, it's easy to make it difficult than it has to be. Rather than that, consider how you may eliminate risk by simplifying. Simply put, you must develop something that people are willing to pay for. Nobody likes complexity, yet we have a propensity to complicate things in order to generate value. However, the value is in the end result for the customer, not always in your own method or in the manner in which you achieve the result. This is especially true in the case of business models. Choose something that doesn't require hundreds of clients and extensive marketing to be lucrative. Number 8, make sure it's a service that doesn't currently exist. It often happens that you search the App Store for something in particular, convinced it exists, only to discover it does not. This is your opportunity. You can collaborate with an app designer or build your own app that benefits others just like you throughout the globe. Another approach to look at is to consider what issue currently exists that requires resolution. Some of the most successful companies are those that provide solutions to other people's problems. If your company concept is already in existence, do not abandon it. Instead, concentrate on what makes you special. In a competitive or underdeveloped market, there is always space for innovation and uniqueness. Startups that launch revolutionary first-to-market solutions are not immune to competition or failure. There are several methods to tailor an existing solution or business strategy to a certain segment of the market. Not every market niche requires a customized solution. Conduct market research prior to developing your product. Number 9, make sure that it solves a problem. The greatest company ideas are ones that address a need. If an issue impacts you, your friends, family, coworkers, and so on, the likelihood is that it also affects individuals you don't know. Paying consumers verify ideas and identify which ones have the best potential of success. An idea remains an idea unless it is associated with a paying consumer. Anyone may cast doubt on a basic concept, but no one can cast doubt on paying consumers. Number 10, make sure it stands out. Worthwhile problems attract a great deal of competition. Because people are thirsty, there are millions of beverage options available. Is the world in desperate need of yet another new beverage? Probably not. To succeed in a crowded, established market, your business idea must stand out. If your product is distinctive enough, you may be able to tap into a vast current demand and create a major success story. Consider razors. A large, established, and historic market, sales in the millions of billions, and massive entrenched players with absurd advertising spending. And yet, in 5 years, 2 men grew a modest razor firm from nothing to a billion-dollar purchase. Mark Levine and Michael Dublin's decision to create a razor firm in the face of such fierce competition may have seemed insane, but they understood something critical. They were well aware of the market's frustration with pricey razors. Dollar Shave Club distinguished itself by simply supplying cheaper razors to clients through a membership model. How many other razor firms existed at that time period? Those that failed did not differentiate themselves enough from the competition. Distinction is critical. Your company idea requires a distinct selling proposition. You must provide a compelling reason for your clients to select your product over the competition. Otherwise, they will not. They will just go on to a rival who provides them with a compelling reason to choose them. That is what standing out entails, convincing someone that your product is more important in some manner or another. What else would you like us to talk about in our upcoming videos? Let us know in the comments below. And make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any of our videos.